If you think all 160cc bikes feel the same, this one is about to prove you wrong. The 2026 Hero Hunk 160R 4V isn't just a small update, it's a serious upgrade that changes how this bike feels on the road, in traffic, and even when you push it a little harder than usual. From the moment you fire it up, you can tell Hero has refined this machine to feel sharper, smoother, and more exciting than before. Right away, what grabs your attention is how aggressive and premium this bike looks. The Streetfighter design is not new, but here it feels more mature and purposeful. The sharp tank extensions, the muscular stance, and that edgy LED headlamp give it a strong road presence. It's the kind of bike that looks fast even when it's parked. And once the lights turn on, the full LED setup with those sleek position lamps adds a modern, almost futuristic vibe that makes it stand out, especially at night. But this bike isn't just about looks. The real story begins with what's under the tank. The 163.2cc air oil-cooled engine now comes with a 4-valve setup, and that makes a noticeable difference. You get around 16.9 PS of power, which might not sound crazy on paper, but the way this power is delivered is what makes it exciting. The throttle response feels crisp, acceleration is smooth yet punchy, and the engine feels more alive across the rev range. In city traffic, this bike feels effortless. The torque of 14.6 Nm kicks in nicely around mid-range, so you don't have to constantly shift gears. You can cruise comfortably, overtake easily, and handle stop-and-go traffic without stress. The 5-speed gearbox is smooth, and gear shifts feel precise, which adds to the overall riding experience. It's clearly tuned for real-world riding, not just spec sheets. Now take it out on an open road, and things get even more interesting. The bike pulls cleanly, and it doesn't feel strained even as you push towards higher speeds. With a top speed of around 115 km/h, it's not trying to be a race machine, but it gives you enough performance to enjoy highway rides without feeling underpowered. And the best part? It still manages to deliver a mileage of around 45 to 50 km/L, making it practical for daily use. One of the biggest upgrades in this 2026 version is the suspension setup. Hero has introduced KYB 37mm USD forks at the front, and honestly, this changes everything about how the bike handles. The front end feels more planted, more stable, and more confident when you're cornering or braking hard. At the rear, you get a 7-step adjustable monoshock, which means you can tweak the setup based on your riding style or road conditions. Whether you're riding on smooth city roads or dealing with rough patches, the suspension absorbs bumps really well. It gives you that balance between comfort and sportiness, which is exactly what a Streetfighter should offer. You feel connected to the road, but not punished by it. Braking performance is another area where this bike delivers confidence. The front gets a 276mm pedal disc, and the rear has a 220mm pedal disc. The braking feels strong and progressive, which means you can control your stops without any sudden jerks. With single-channel ABS as standard and dual-channel available in some variants, you get added safety, especially during emergency braking situations. Now let's talk about the tech, because this is where the bike starts to feel truly modern. The inverted LCD display is clean, easy to read, and adjustable in brightness, which is super useful in different lighting conditions. But what makes it stand out is the Bluetooth connectivity. You can get call and SMS alerts directly on the console, which adds a layer of convenience for daily riders who don't want to keep checking their phones. There's also a USB charging port, which might sound like a small feature, but in real life, it's incredibly useful. Whether you're using navigation or just need to keep your phone charged during long rides, it's something you'll appreciate more than you expect. The integrated engine start and kill switch also adds to the ease of use, making the bike feel more premium and rider-friendly. Comfort is another area where this bike does surprisingly well. The seating position is upright but slightly sporty, giving you control without putting too much strain on your back or wrists. The seat itself is well cushioned, making longer rides comfortable. Even the pillion seat is decent, which is something not all Streetfighters get right. And then there's the overall refinement. The engine vibrations are well controlled, the ride quality feels polished, And everything about the bike gives you a sense that it's been carefully engineered rather than just quickly updated. It feels like a complete package, not just a collection of features. What's interesting is how this bike balances performance, comfort, and efficiency. It doesn't try to be the fastest or the most powerful in the segment, but it focuses on delivering a well-rounded experience. Whether you're a daily commuter, a weekend rider, or someone upgrading from a smaller bike, it fits into your life without demanding too many compromises.